We're hard, Jack, brother.
Oh, he doesn't have it.
That's it, bro. You can have probably like went to Walmart or something. All right, let's go, kid.
I like my free tire water.
Come on, east side. Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm good. Did you say go down yet? I want to lean back. I don't have to like feel like it's watching me. You don't want to do my meat. You say go down to the end.
I'm not even sitting down.
Well, I was just not wanting to get on that side. So the weather closest to
You want the bucket, coach?
No? I got my other chair if you want.
No, that little tumble I took. Just got my lower back fucked. On the side, just on the side. One side. Can't roll, can't do it.
Yeah, Hunter kicked the chair out from underneath me.
Well, I thought I just laid down, but I guess laying down that is too far. I'm standing to laying flat. That's a little too far for me at 60. And I took too much naproxen. My daughter yelled at me. Now you guys tell me about this. That's what you guys know too much now. You can't do that. Why not? It makes me feel good.
I know now they know too much. I Hunter's like, you can't take that many Advil. Don't take Advil. We'll get you a Tylenol. We're gonna get you. And I'm like, oh, stop.
So I've already taken like 2 days worth of Aleve in just 6 hours.
Yeah, no more than 3.
Huh?
No more than 3.
Well, I've already had 4. I had 2 last night when I got home and 2 at 4 this morning.
Well, I thought in Bennett, I was like, how long is it was raining and it was wet.
Well, but tell me left or shit. The throw east side. But I see
Go, Jackrabbit!
Every field is open but Commerce City, Pioneer, and Fairgrounds.
All the ones open are Cherry, February, Cherry. Well,
Fairgrounds is closed. Fairgrounds is closed and Commerce City is closed.
Good morning, Jackrabbits fans. We're here at 9:01. First pitch from Teddy. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. We have Mike and Mark here for Jackrabbits Radio, or Jackrabbits Broadcasting. Swing and a miss, 58-mile-an-hour slider from Teddy. And the next pitch is going to come in high. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. Sorry, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Strike 3, 62, right down the middle. Oh, good. Thankfully, Teddy knows you're here. So 1 down now. Jackrabbits playing here in the quarterfinal of the 14U Silver AAA Cabo State Tournament.
Thank you.
And 1 down already.
Good, but I will. Do you have Lydia's?
65, nice and high.
Do you have Lydia's? I'm kidding. No, I'm totally kidding.
Mile an hour. That looked like that was a curve
Lydia, I
there.
brought Isaiah something during when I had it on. And I was saying something to him, he didn't hear one word I said. He said, isn't that Lydia's thing you're wearing?
And that ball is popped up just over to second base. And Chris will grab it. And 2 down now. So 2 up, 2 down for the DiamondClubRodriguez team. Jackrabbits, finally, I was here an hour early. Was I ready? No, I was not. So here we go. We have Teddy on the mound, east side behind the plate. We have got Jabril at first. You saw Chris make that catch at second. Jorge at short. Gianni at third. First pitch. Bounces.
Emilio in right, Jack in center, and Mason in left field.
The ball's low. 2 balls and no strikes now. And that ball is hit straight out into center. Jack will get it. Stumbling and bumbling. He hits the carpet, but 10 pitches, 3 outs. Jack Rabbits will grab the helmets, put the aluminum bats on their heads. Come on now, dude.
Bounce on it like a cat toy.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do here as we go to the bottom of the first.
I don't want to jinx anything because I'm much more superstitious than you.
Don't say it.
All right, I won't say it.
But
I'll say it off mic.
Just say it to me. Oh, there we go. Teddy didn't have. No, well, here's the thing. Coach gives him a pitch count, and Teddy likes to keep track in his head of how many pitches he's had. So it's
That seems dangerous.
well, it's because my son is the mathematician. He loves working with numbers. So 10 pitches is. I'm sure Coach told him. I think Coach wants him to throw less than 15 or 12, maybe. Can't remember what it is. But we don't work with pitch count here. We work with innings. So
Right, so it doesn't have a real effect on availability.
right.
But it certainly shows you have an efficient inning.
Yeah, it is hard to hard for the opposing team to score very many runs if you only throw 10 pitches and you get 3 outs. Esai will be leading off. Who saw that coming?
Not me.
That's a new one. Jorge and Teddy then will be the 3 guaranteed faces we'll see with Gianni, Chris, and Jabril after that. Looks like we are only playing 10, so we'll be playing subs like we did yesterday. So look for players to come in, get some time in the field, get an at bat, and then maybe sub back out. Bonk. We're playing here again at the Brighton Sports Complex. It is 4 symmetrical fields, all 320 to the fence, all the way around. Short backstop, all turf fields. 27 just ripped off a really nice curveball there in warm-up.
Watch catchers on! Catcher gotta get on.
So Esai now will step in to lead off. Jackrabbits in a bit of a team struggle here. They're 2 games under 500 in the month of May to date. They had a 1-1 record yesterday. 70 at the letters for strike 1. The Jackrabbits are 25-16-2 on the season, so still have quite the winning record. There are no Colorado Rockies here. That ball's going to bounce. It'll be interesting to find out from Coach between games why Esai is leading off. Trying something new. We've been struggling to find a leadoff hitter here. We've had Joe and Mason. Jack had a stint, and now Esai. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And that ball is off the carpet, ball 3. And the ump has a iPhone that's got like a bright green square on it. It's going to draw my attention all game, I think. And Esai is going to take a walk down to first base. So good leadoff at bat for Esai. Jorge gets the sign from coach down the third base line, draws a little something in the dirt or the turf, and he steps in. And there's a throw over.
I still need to watch that video. Hey,
And that ball's going to be high and away for ball one. It's all good. I can just talk to myself for 2 hours. It is not a problem.
No, this is a long time before I was.
That ball's low and away, ball two. So Eastside staying put at first. There's one thing you trade off. Eastside's got a standard speed over at first, so you're not necessarily stealing. And the ball gets back over, thrown over, and now back to the pitcher. But with Jorge and Teddy, you've got the best hitters on the team, and the ball's going to skip away, but not far enough. Jorge stays over at first. And with a 3-0 count now, we're going to get a timeout from the catcher to go talk to his pitcher. That gives me a chance to go look at stats. One of the things I was going to try to do is give everybody's some stats from everybody today. So we are missing Ricardo. Ricardo's family is on a vacation, and he will not be, I believe, in Mexico. So he is our team leader at 475 batting average. Jorge's third at 449. Teddy, who's due up next, is at 457. So you've got your best hitters here right now. And that ball is going to be high and away. So we have 2 runners on and nobody down. So Teddy now is going to love a fastball from 27, but he can't into a double play. That's key. 72 at the knees on the outside corner for strike one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just going to make sure I remember to look at it. And Teddy's going to pop that one straight up and out of play. And it goes up onto the shed behind us.
Come off the shed.
So no balls, 2 strikes. 27's feeling that curve, it's coming. He was feeling the curve, but it didn't break. Oh, for the fastball now. So Teddy back to a 2-2 count now, from being way down to an even count here. He's got the 2-strike approach. He's got choked up on the bat, legs nice and wide in the box. He's just going to throw his hands at it.
Full count. We have a French poodle in the dugout.
Yeah. And Teddy goes out and gets that foul ball. That was an excellent just save yourself swing. It's probably a strike or close enough to be a strike. With Gianni on deck now, you've got, to some extent, you kind of hope he walks Teddy with the bases loaded for your power hitter.
Yeah, for Gianni.
And he will.
And that's exactly what happened. Eastside walked.
Eastside walked. He is 20.
Walked the bases loaded.
27 has walked the bases loaded. And yeah, we have a mound visit and it.
No room for Gianni. No room for number 19.
Yeah. So first baseman came off. We have a new first baseman on, but 27 is staying in. So it looks like maybe they just pulled the first baseman off to go warm up. It is it is chilly here. It's 51 degrees, with a high of 54 today.
51 and it feels like it's about 40.
Yeah, it is cold. So pitchers, first baseman is going off probably to go warm up. Gianni now will be sitting fastball here. Gianni struggled a little bit catching up with some fastballs lately, so let's see what we get here. And that ball's high and away, 68.
Are we seriously?
Wow. Shout out to Teddy's Papa, who at 3:10 a.m. in Auckland is watching the game. Yeah.
He's committed.
He loves his grandson. He loves baseball, and I'm sure he's jet lagged too. Next pitch.
Get ready.
Two balls, one strike to Gianni.
So yeah, you just got nothing but swing away sign here. Nothing special. Swing and a miss. 67. Chris is in the on-deck circle with a 2-2 count to Gianni. And there's a shot to the left side. That will score 2 because Jorge's coming.
Teddy holding up at
Teddy will hold at second, exactly.
so a clean single up from the left side. The infield.
Here we go. So 2 runs in. Still nobody down for the Jackrabbits. Gianni with a couple RBIs there. Add to his ribby total. And Chris will step in. Jabril in the on-deck circle. Teddy now drawing attention from both middle infielders. And Chris is going to get it and drop that out of play.
Trash can, nope. That was gonna make it.
Just missed landing in a trash can. Out of play here. So Chris definitely in on the fastball. And there's a strike. 66 for the knees on the outside. Man, there was miscommunication between the shortstop and the pitcher. Shortstop broke over to cover the base, leaving a huge hole on the left side. And if Chris could have done something with it, it would have gotten through. Not this time. Swing and a miss on a 65. I don't know if that was a changeup or that was just took a little off the fastball. Well, the first out of the inning. Jabril step in with Mason in the on-deck circle. Again, that huge hole on the left side. Then a little shot down to first base. He's going to pick it up, and everybody's going to move over. So fielder's choice. They will move 2 runners into scoring position for Mason.
Let's go, Mason!
And with 2 down, the runners will be running on any contact. And the ball's away. So since the mound visit, 27's been much more accurate over the plate. So coach told him something.
True. Something worked.
Yep. And there's a nice pop to the right side, an outside pitch. Mason's going to go to a 1-1 count.
Katie watching Robinson. Not getting it.
Jack in the on-deck circle now. The on-deck circle awkwardly close, to be honest. That ball's going to be high for ball 2. In fact, yesterday we had Isaiah get hit with a foul ball right in the stomach, into the abs, and then
He was fine last night.
yeah, he said he was fine this morning.
At all.
Next pitch, and then I believe it was Jabril who also got buzzed over there. It's just
Did Jabril get hit?
yeah, it's just so close.
Doesn't seem safe. Yeah, well, clearly it isn't.
And we've got a rip in the ball, so it looks like that one's going to be retired maybe.
I don't know. We have had a shortage of balls, so
Yeah, that's true.
we saved for emergency.
Yep. 3-1 now. The first base is empty, so if he walks him, really no harm here. Instead, Mason's going to hit that one off to the side and foul down the right field line. So full count now. We really use a single here. And we're going to hit that one right into the short left field, and he does make the play. But he got a good swing on it. Jackrabbits score 2, leave 2. Come on. And we'll go to the top of the second. I assume we'll have no defensive changes, and we'll see what happens here with Teddy back on the mound.
Let's go. Everything that I hit was off there. Work. Like it had to go by this.
You got to do better. Next inning, you lead off again, kid. Lead off. See a lot of pitches.
Don't treat it like a lead off anymore. You know, if you get a pitch, you go crush it.
Well, hustle, Jack.
So the other thing we have what's called point relief. It's like icy hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Charlotte got it for her knee. No, she has this. She got it for her knee. Orthopedic guy told her to get it, so she got this case. All these little balls. This is a roll on, and it does really well. You just gotta watch it because it can get warm, and it's like you just gotta watch for. Don't put too much because it does get on it and it'll like run down a little bit. You gotta make sure that it doesn't run down the wrong spot. It'll light you up.
Don't put it right here. Don't put too much there.
Or even on your back and have it.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're correct.
It'll light you up. Because one time Charlotte did it, she washed her hands and then she got to rub her eye and then and she goes, I wash her with warm soap and water, but it's still enough. Hey, good throw, good throw. I was looking for the bottle of atomic bomb to put on the back. That stuff gets hot. You only need a little dab. We'll do that
And we go here to the top of the second. Jackrabbits back in the field. We've got Teddy on the bump, his battery mate being Isai, ready to receive the first pitch of the inning. There it is, 67 fastball. Teddy bringing heat, fouled off to the right. Jabril out at first, Chris at second, Jorge and Gianni around the rest of the infield. And I got Mason in left, Jack in deep center, and it looks like Emilio now in right. Like 60 mile an hour. That was a slider. So as Mark astutely pointed out, Teddy only 10 pitches in the first inning. Let's see if he can match or be less than that in this one. And there's a slider off the plate. They were trying to draw the swing, so purposely wasting that pitch there. Try to get a swing at a pitch that you can't do anything with. So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball's popped up to the right side, but it's going to have to be Jabril's. And it's going to be fair. He touches it in fair territory. Yeah, so Emilio was playing way deep. I didn't know if he'd get there or not, but traditionally you'd want to have the player who's running in make that catch, not the one go back. Yeah. So what should be an out there now is going to be a runner at first. And first pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 66 there. So Teddy's velocity is up a little bit this morning. For a boy who's so tired. I will let you know in the 28-minute trip from here to there, there was not a single word spoken.
Not one word.
Not a single word. When we were 2 minutes out, I said, put your shoes on. It takes you forever. It doesn't take me forever. I get my shoes on as fast as you can unload the car.
That's fair. It would take you 2 minutes to unload the car.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the extent. That was the extent of the conversation from home to the field today. So he's so tired. So if he's tired, he's still got lots of oomph in the arm. And that ball's popped out, and it could be trouble. Could be trouble.
No, man. Oh, he's got it.
He's got
a nice play.
They almost had him at first, doubled up. What a good heads-up play by Emilio, and what a run and gun there. So 32 puts his aluminum stick on it, but Emilio is able to put it in his glove, and with a nice flash of leather there, the first out of the inning. That was good. That one felt like Bermuda Triangle to me, so I'm glad he got that one.
Exactly what I was thinking. No man's land.
Yep. That's 58 high. That looked like that was Teddy's changeup located. What occurred to me after the AYL championship is how much Teddy uses his breaking pitches, his curve and his slider, to set up his fastball. And that ball's away. So Teddy not having a good grip on his last two pitches.
Let's go 7.
Usually a pitcher, a power pitcher especially, will use their fastball to just blow it past kids, and then you'll occasionally throw some breaking pitch in there to get them off balance. Swing and a miss. 71 on the gun. Let's see if that's true or not. If that's true, Teddy's got the juice today. Teddy generally uses the the breaking pitches, and sometimes the changeup, so then he can throw his fastball fasted. And there's a ground ball down the left field line. It would be fair. And what could have been trouble was nicely picked off by Mason in left, and everybody's just going to move up 90 feet. So one down now and 2 runners on.
Only one down?
Yeah. We had the pop-up. We had the pop-up behind first that wasn't caught.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So a double play is in order here. Teddy hits 66 on the outside fastball.
Teddy coming with the heat today.
Yeah. Really not his. What did we feed him this morning? Maybe nothing. I don't know. Teddy's.
He didn't have breakfast unless he ate some of his lunch.
He probably ate some of his lunch. Yeah.
I did give him protein shake.
Oh.
Probably down there.
He probably did down his protein shake.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's protein shake fueled Teddy Kruger here within the heat.
Swing and a miss. 62 on the slider. I'm worried this is starting to feel too much like the AYL championship, where we had those couple of errors and then Teddy took it upon himself to just try to overthrow, and turned out to be not a great inning for us. So let's see if we can get that ball drops in. Jack picks it up, and he's going to throw it to his cutoff man. Everybody is up 90 feet. So far, I know, I'm surprised they didn't send the runner either. So everybody, bases loaded now for Diamond Club. But no runs across at this point.
So fourth at any base with the double play in the play.
And Isaiah will be sub defensively for Jack in center field.
I think they're moving Isaiah to left
yeah.
and moving
Mason
over to center.
And Jack will be trotting off. And I don't know if that's either. I mean, Jack's played well defensively. I'm not sure.
I think he might have some injury issues, something going on.
Oh, he does kind of.
He bunted at the end of the game yesterday. I heard the coach talking about it. I think there must be. Because I didn't see anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, actually, something was ridiculous.
Yeah. So, coach not pleased with whatever that was. Base is loaded now. And a foul ball for strike 2. Number 12.
Get the scoop on that later.
You know, Jack did like a little behind the back. He fielded it and then put the ball behind his back. And before he threw it in, a little flare. And I'm going to guess
that would,
with the runner, it could have been a play at home. And
why would he have done that? Just to?
I don't know. Just to be Jack.
Jack being Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. That must have been what he referring to as ridiculous.
Coach does not have time for flair when you're only up 2-0. You got the bases loaded now. Teddy with a nice pitch there. Teddy's 30th pitch of the game, 20th of the inning coming on. The ball's high, 60. 2-2.
Let's go 7. You got this, bud.
So 12 swinging the Bone Saber here. So Teddy brings him. Swing! And a miss.
Way to go 7.
2 down.
This would be huge if we could hold him to no runs.
Yeah, this would be a big deal. So number 00 steps in. Ott.
He's a big kid. Name that bat, Mike.
Is that the? Yeah, I think it's the Louisville Slugger. I don't know the model number. It's the turquoise Louisville Slugger there. So 00's parents, if you're watching, he's wearing 99's helmet. So if his head is suddenly scratchy, you know why.
Good job, Teddy. We're good.
With a very, very short backstop, that ball gets away from east side, but no one comes anywhere. So Teddy down in a hole now, 2-0. And he just needs a nice ground ball to Jorge, force at second maybe. There's the strike, 66. That ball with glove side run. Teddy's fastball having a little bit more run than usual. Maybe once he puts the heat on it.
It starts moving.
Yeah. And there's the ground ball to Jorge. They got it at second. No runs, ladies and gentlemen. And an excellent play by Jorge to get the throw to Chris at second for the out. Exactly as Mark noted, a big inning, no runs across the board for Diamond Club. Teddy did end up throwing 36 pitches. 35 pitches total, 25 in that inning. So, gonna have to lower that pitch count if he's gonna go the distance in this game today. And let's see who's gonna. I think Jack was due up, but Jack had been subbed for Isaiah, so that means Isaiah would get the bat, I believe. So it should be, I think, Isaiah, Aaron, and Emilio. Unless Jack gets subbed back in which case that would end Isaiah's day. Nope. Isaiah's putting the batting gloves on, so he'll be up to lead off the inning. Couldn't agree more, Papa. Teddy's Papa checking in, watching the game live very early there, saying good pitching to keep the Diamond Club off the board. I should also say, while we have the attention on Chris out at second, big shout out to Nani Carroll and Poppy Rick tuning in from New York. Thanks for joining us this Sunday morning. Hopefully it's a little bit better there. I know the Northeast has just been getting dumped with rain, so hopefully it comes up. Oh, nuts. Mark stepped out just as Isaiah steps in. Hopefully we're going to get Mark back in. So Isaiah will lead off at Aaron.
Mark,
And Isaiah's going to take the first pitch high, 67. And the second pitch of the at-bat to Isaiah is forthcoming. And there's a strike. Crossed the front of the plate with the knees and just kept diving. 1 ball, 1 strike now.
Probably a good no swing, although he has not been bringing the bat up off his shoulder enough.
Yeah, he's going to need to. Oh, 65 right down Broadway. He's got to swing. He has got to swing at that. By the way, name that bat, Mark, since you bought it.
I still can't name it. I don't remember which one that is.
And that ball drops in high. Nice curve, but crosses at the chin before it drops. And we do need, with a 2-2 count here, Isaiah to be thinking swinging. Can't be watching strike 3. He's going to take that one.
I don't know why he's not swinging.
That was really close, and he gets away with getting the ball called. He's not going to get it again, I don't think. Oh, instead he's going to take ball 4. So he's going to go with the clear.
I want to swing that batter. He's not going to get up anymore.
Yeah, so Isaiah down at first. Isaiah with a lot of wheels, so look for him to maybe run. He's wearing the clear glasses today.
I'm sorry. I don't know why he's not swinging.
So Aaron's in now with the Cat X, and Isaiah with a nice lead at first, showing the bunt. He's going to go, and then he's going to have a throw down, and he's got to be careful to overslide the base. He holds onto that base like a stuffy. Yep, like a life raft. That'd be better. He's probably too old for stuffies.
How you'd be surprised.
So, Isaiah out at second now. Aaron with a strike. He's going to hit that ball off the right side, just over Emilio's head. That actually ball went into the dugout. There's not much of a space, but there is a little space between the fence and the top of the dugout, and Aaron got in there. And that ball's in the dirt. Isaiah's easily going to get over to third.
I will give Isaiah a little bit of quarter on the not swinging. He's been he didn't bat very much at all, like 5 times in the entire Creek freshman season.
Yeah.
Maybe 7, but he struck out. He's had a propensity to strike out, swing and miss.
Gotcha.
And so maybe he's a little gun shy.
So 27 throws that one away as well for 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Aaron, who was down 0-2. Now he's back to an even count. Yep. Aaron just has to hit the ball past the pitcher, and Isaiah's going to score. That ball bounces off the plate for ball 3. So 27 is now taking a little bit off his fastball and trying to aim it rather than pitch it, and you can sort of see the difference here. Just not the zip and not quite as quick, or not quite as accurate.
Push it in there.
And Aaron swings and misses at strike 3. Maybe would have been a ball. He threw his bat at it. It was close, full count. I don't fault him for it.
I don't fault him for swinging.
Yeah.
Let's go, Emilio!
So Emilio in now with Isai at the on-deck circle. Isai gets up. It will turn our lineup over. So again, Emilio just has to get the ball past the pitcher, and Isaiah's going to score. There's a nice 67 on the outside corner. Now, Emilio is a tale of 2 batters. If he keeps his head on it, he's a 300 to 400 batting average. If he pulls his head and looks down left field line to see what coach is doing, he's a 0.000 batter. Because you can't hit what you can't see. So let's see.
He who looks up to see that single never sees one.
Oh, I like that. That's
an adapted golf.
Oh, gotcha. Thought that was maybe Confucian.
Well, it might be. Confucian did like the legs. From what I understand.
From what I understand, yes.
Carried a 3 handicap.
One ball, 2 strikes now to our own Confucius here. And that ball's going to get away. And Isaiah's not going to come in.
Wisely holding up. Coach wisely holding Isaiah on third.
Ball does bounce around, but it never goes more than 4 or 5 feet from the plate, honestly. Maybe 6 feet there.
Okay, 2 balls, 2 strikes, right?
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Emilio now.
1 out. Man on third.
Swing and a miss. 67 blows away past him.
That leaves it to Isai to bring Isaiah home.
So that changes everything now. Isai's got to get a ball safely into the outfield to bring Isaiah in. Real shame if we get a guy to third with no outs and don't bring him in. So. And that ball's away.
And not to take anything away from number 27 on the mound, we've had a lot of balls to hit.
Yeah. And that ball's going to be also low and away. So the 50th pitch of the morning for 27 is on its way.
Walk.
He didn't step off, I don't think. He didn't throw.
How's that? Not sure how that's not a balk. I appreciate the umps checking with each other. They were doing that yesterday. The umps yesterday were doing the same.
Yeah. The ump on the field said he doesn't have to throw, but if he's on the rubber and steps towards third, he does have to throw.
If he steps towards third, right?
Yeah, exactly. You make a motion.
You can not make a motion and step.
Right. As long.
I mean, you can come back with your motion. Right?
Okay, so yeah, that was the right call. So the pitcher has to step off, and then he can do whatever he wants. But if he's on the rubber and he makes a motion towards the base, he has to go to that base. Yep. So that will bring in the third run of the game for the Jackrabbits. Esai now will have an empty bases, and he's going to have to do himself a favor by getting on. He can help out his team with a solid base hit here.
He's going with a little 2-out rally.
Yep.
You know, 2 balls and no strikes from the side.
Correct, and we got a timeout until the ump gets it in position over here on first base. Now that he's there, we're going to play some ball.
3.
So 3-0, he'll be taking Jorge in the on-deck circle. Teddy is donned a helmet, as has Gianni. And Esai with 2 walks today, so not how you draw it up for your leadoff hitter, but he's got on base twice, which is exactly what you want, so we'll take it. With 2 outs, you just be running on contact. Esai unlikely to be stealing here. Ball does get away. He can read it like nobody's fool as the catcher. He knows the position back there. And there's no throw over.
Swim move from the last half foot there.
He stepped off. Esai's on its way.
And they did send Esai no throw.
And they did. And I hope Esai goes back and watches that, because Esai started sliding halfway through the base paths there. Yeah. He was 10 or 15 feet away from the base, and he started sliding and popped right up. So runner in scoring position for Jorge. He's going to take that ball high. So if coach is going to make a change here, that first baseman should be plenty warm.
Oh, right.
So we'll see, as we're coming up on 55 pitches here. Ooh, nice pitch.
My guess is he's hoping he can get him out of the tree.
Yeah, with 2 outs, you'd kind of do that. We did that yesterday with Mason, right?
Yep.
Pitcher set. And that ball is hit out of the right center. Oh, center fielder with a good catch. Good range by the center fielder. Jorge puts good aluminum on it. That's just good baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Jackrabbits pick up 1 with a walk, 2 steals, and a balk. Bring us a.
So 3-0 as we go to the top of the third.
Well, that was a crazy run.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you only get at amateur level. You're not getting that at professional level.
Unless you got Eli De La Cruz out.
That's true. He might steal home for fun.
Steal home. There was actually. He's currently my favorite non-Phillies baseball player out there. And I think it was last year, maybe the year before, when he was first catching everybody's eye. There was a viral video of he, in the course of 4 pitches, he stole second, he singled, stole second, stole third, and stole home.
Jeez. He is so fun.
He's amazing.
He is so fun. It's a shame he's on the Reds, because the Reds are a team that are just not, they're always mediocre.
They're always mediocre.
Watching a little bit of YouTube last night, because it's baseball season. All the algorithms it's giving me right now. And one of the videos I watched was how to know if your team is going to be a winner or not. And it was based upon how the primary owner, got the team.
Really?
Was it a Nepo Was it nepotism? You got it from your dad?
Yeah.
Or were you a self-made millionaire? And they went...
So who's better, the Nepos or the self-made?
So super interesting. 1980 to 2009, so the pre-analytics era. The pre-analytics era, it was basically even.
Okay.
Right? Post-analytics, where folks are starting using data, making changes, the regular season, it's almost perfectly even. Nepo and self-made. But as soon as you get into postseason, self-made millionaire, billionaire owners are 2 times more likely to win the division, the NL, and the World Series.
Really? See, I would have guessed that it would have been the opposite because the self-made. No, I guess that makes sense. I was thinking maybe the self-made billionaires be more likely to meddle versus the Nepo guys putting baseball people in place.
So
I'm thinking Jerry Jones in football.
Yeah, well, what the example they used was the fact that many of these guys got to be self-made billionaires because they were able to evaluate information quickly and make decisions quickly.
Yeah.
And how Steve Cohn, the owner, the investment billionaire owner of the Mets, scares the bejeebies out of people because he does that all day long every day.
Yeah.
And so the difference between a stock performance and a guy's batting average to him is just numbers.
It's just numbers.
And so he's just been able. Now they had some misfires, but they look like a darn good team.
3 games back to the Phillies. Yeah.
First pitch strike, 66 there.
3 games back to the major league leading Phillies. Even if they are feasting on the bottom of the barrel.
And there's a shot right up the middle. Jorge picks it up.
Easy play for relatively easy play for Jorge. That's 1 down here in the bottom of the top of the third.
That is, honestly, we should care less about Teddy's philosophy and how often we call 6-3. That's what we want to call.
Right. Pitch to contact.
Hit the ball to shortstop. Your best player on the team, have him throw it to Jabril over at first, or Joe over at first, and get the out. So 3 pitches, 1 down. And Teddy's pitch is 67 outside. And number 23 with the bone saber in hand steps back in for the second pitch of the at-bat here. Teddy's set. And a ground ball. And go tag him. Oh, they're going to call him safe. That was a collision, or was it a clip?
Is that not interference? Yeah. You got him when he came off the bag.
So he's safe out at first. And throw over is not going to be in time. Number 4 will step in now.
Let's go, Teddy. Stretch up the middle.
And it's basically a throw out, pitch out. And that ball is way offline, and the runner will get to second. So that collision down at first is a good example why we need safety bags at this level. I'm watching collegiate baseball, and if everybody's got the safety bag, and that makes
the safety bag. It comes off.
No, you've got the second parallel bag, so oftentimes it's green. Sometimes it'll be the home team's colors. I've seen a yellow bag and a red bag. The key thing is that the white bag is for the player, and the safety bag is for the runner. Just down at first, so you don't have exactly that, where the ball pulled, is high and.
So 2 bags.
Yeah, parallel bags. And there's a ground ball out to Chris, who gets it out at first to Jabril, who's going to run it back in. It's always going to be close at this age, so they're fast. So we now have 2 down and a runner at third. Teddy pitching to contact this inning with 3 ground balls. 2 outs and an error that's made its way to third. So Teddy instructed to step off to get some more direction for the fielders. And now Teddy will step back on.
brings up number 11, their 3-hole hitter.
And there's a shot through the right side. Oh, and what happened there? Mueller like slipped, I guess.
Must be the turf there.
Yeah, pretty wet from last night.
And that brings home the first run for Diamond Club.
It's a nice stroke there by the 3-hole hitter. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter. He's got a sweatshirt on. I can't see his number. Should be
number 28.
28, okay. So it's a 3-1 game now. And that ball's hit straight up. Jabrell's got it in foul territory. And he's out. So 1 run across, unearned. That doesn't matter because it still counts as a run. 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. We are about 49 minutes into this game. All right, I'm going to...
Would have had him, kid. You're fine. It's tough. Slippery.
You need a trading for you. Thought you left it in your pants or in your bag? Yeah, I put it all in my bag up there. What? Are you this thing? What pants are you using? Oh. Is that a new picture? Same? Same? Yeah. Well, they all look the same. I like our all curvy white guys. Yeah, I don't even saw them. No, that's fine. It's
Okay, so we're back. We have Teddy, Gianni, and
Chris, I think.
Chris. Teddy, Gianni. Coming up, we have number 27 back in. Having thrown 55 pitches.
So it made me think of the conversation that from Trevor May. Trevor May was the former baseball player, actually played for the Mets, retired out of the Oakland club, and has lots of thoughts. But what he was pointing out is that the owner of the Reds made his money by buying regional newspapers and then just kind of sucking them dry. So like, you know, send all your money to us. And
is it from the Schott family still? Or
no, he bought it from
Large Schott.
And
a wonderful woman, by the way.
If by that you mean no horrible person.
A little sarcasm.
Yeah. So Teddy steps in. And Teddy will take that ball high. So really the business proposition or the business plan for the Reds owner is just rent seeking. And so all he really wants is to have a mediocre team that generates a decent amount of return. 66 but wide.
But what's his incentive to remain to mediocrity?
I think it just, you know, he gets
it's the way he does it.
He just gets 8% return on his money, and you know how it's better than T-bills and it's more entertaining, and you know. And Teddy with a shot in the right field gap. Let's see if they're sending.
Standing up. There we go.
And a stand-up double at second. Yeah! So a leadoff double for Teddy. Leads the team in doubles with the gap kind of power he's got there. So he's having a good game. Gianni will step in now. And Gianni had a 2-run RBI in the first. His RBI is the difference maker right now. And we'll have a play at third. Teddy's in safe. Wow.
Potentially ill-advised send there.
I think that was all on Teddy, and he got the read. The slide there, you can see how wet it is.
Coach Hunter not going to yell at him, just giving a double. Yes, that's true. But he's lucky.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
As I've heard said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Very good, that's right.
And Gianni will take that 66 pitch high.
Always trumped though by good and lucky.
Good and lucky is perfect. So that's what you want to be. And I will say for most of my life, I feel like I've had that string. So 5 decades in now. And that ball's overthrown and in the carpet. Good stop by the catcher there. In a 3-1 count, Gianni can just sit middle fastball.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Middle fastball. Oh, it's going to be high, and Gianni will take first on ball 4. Chris will step in. Hey, Nani Carroll, Poppy Rick. Turn it up a little bit. You guys are out in New York. Here's your grandson stepping in. And now we've got the catcher calling time to give his infield a signal. So is it going to be a back pick to Teddy? Is it going to be a throw down? Is it going to be a throw to the shortstop, hoping that they get Teddy to break? We shall see. But Gianni's on his way. That ball's in the dirt. And the catcher's just going to hold it because it was wet and slippery, and he couldn't make the transfer. Anytime the ball hits the ground, it is going to be wet and slippery, as you've seen here today with Emilio's spill. Maybe that explains Jorge's errant throw. Swing and a miss, 65. Chris pulling his head there. What did Confucius say? He who pulls his head won't see the single. That problem right here.
No, so he who lifts his head to see a good hit never sees one.
I see. There's strike 2. What? 1 ball, 2 strikes, says Blue. Oh, beautiful 56-mile-an-hour curveball that bends around Chris's bat for strike 3. Well executed, 27.
Let's go, 2.
So Jabril will step in. Two runners out there if Jabril can hit it, and it's going to go foul. So Jabril doing exactly what he needs to do. Put the ball in play. With 2 runners in scoring position and 1 down, they got to be careful that they don't get doubled up, but nonetheless, a chance for Jabril to repeat what Gianni did in the first inning and give the Jackrabbits some needed breathing room. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now, no balls, 1 down. And Mason in the on-deck circle. And ball bounces off the left-handed batter's box. Backhand stop by the catcher for ball 1. Oh, there's that curve again, 56. So 27's curve, which he kept in his pocket for the first 2 innings, busted out for 2 straight strikeouts here. I feel like Mason made contact last time he was up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Isaiah in the on-deck circle.
Sticking close to the fence, you might.
Wisely. You live and learn on that one. Nice 65-mile-an-hour strike on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Mason looking a little tentative up there. And he's going to take a ball off the carpet, ball 2. And the pitch. Swing. I'm not sure. I think he just swung over the top of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 down with 2 on, so we got deuces wild. And a key pitch right here. Pike 3 with a curve across the shoulder. So
3-7 coming in and settling down a bit.
Yeah, 3.
Big strikeout.
Complaining about the pitches. Hit them and zip it.
Coach with some simple advice there. Hit it and zip it. That was a nice curveball. We've not played any. We'll have to run it at third just like they did. Well, that was first pitch, actually. I don't know if did they count the plate, the coaches meeting?
So you said now I remember. You said 9:01.
It was first pitch, yeah.
But we're not sure exactly when the ump started the timer.
We could probably go find out here.
We actually had a miscue there at yesterday's game, which we thought we had a couple more minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And then ump called game. So Teddy trots back out to the mound.
Little defensive switch here. It looks like I think we have Isaiah moving from left to right, and is that Emilio or Nathan out there in number 12?
Who is 12? I think that is Emilio.
I think it's Emilio, yeah. Still, do we have Chris in center field?
I think that's Mason because Chris is at second.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Chris has the glasses on the top of the brim of his hat, so that's why it's helpful.
I think, is that right? Is that Isaiah in left, right, or left?
It's definitely Isaiah in right, and I think it's Emilio. So I wonder if that was a footwear change. Remember, Emilio fell and slipped.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they made a footwear change, so Isaiah has better grip out there or something. Oh. Never mind, now we've got changes. Jack is going to go to center, Mason to left. Jack to center, and Isaiah will come in. So that will bring Isaiah's day to a close, actually.
Right.
Joe warmed up Teddy before Isai came out, but he was just warming up. It doesn't look like he's come onto the field yet.
It's interesting that essentially means Isai won't come in the bench.
Oh, right.
We kind of can't, right? Because I don't think Isaiah can come back in. We could, but somebody else would have to catch, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Isaiah I think he cannot come back in. So you're right. We don't have a secondary pitcher. Or secondary catcher, excuse me. So that will definitely mean Isaiah's not in to pitch, but it will stay in to catch. Sorry, Isai. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm all over the place. I'm a hot mess. Truth be told, I'm trying to follow my Fiorentina team today. They play Udinese over in Serie A, and they have to get 3 points to make the Europe play next year, but they also need a bunch of help. They need.
You're a soccer fan.
I am a Serie A Italian soccer fan for sure. First pitch from Teddy is popped to the right side, and Emilio is going to be underneath it, and it's in the leather. So that was excellent. I don't know if you watched, but he turned his hips. He took actually a step or two back just to make sure it wasn't going to go over his head, and then he ran in. So one. I don't know. One pitch, one out now.
You're doing a really good job out there.
Swing and a miss at a nice 60-mile-an-hour slider. So we are now an hour into this game. Yes, absolutely. Sarah, did you see these? Oh, man. Sour crawlers, yummy.
I wasn't sure if they were smart or if they were right there.
Yes. Yes.
2 balls, 1 strike now.
You're Isaiah, and I was not saving them for him.
Oh, That's a strike, but Teddy missed his spot, so nobody was looking for it inside like that. So 3-1. But I was at the knees over the inside corner, but everyone was, east side was set up outside. We were all looking outside. Beautiful, 56 mile an hour curveball. Now the count goes full.
Let's go, Teddy. You got this, bud.
And a shot past the diving Chris. He wasn't all that close. And that will get the runner to first. That was a good swing there by, I lost the number there, 27?
Is that the pitcher?
Oh, that was the pitcher, yeah. So he's helping himself. Number 9 will step in with the runner at first and 1 down. Runner at first still trying to get his oven mitt on. Foul ball off Isai's knee, their shin guards. And Teddy just passed 50 pitches here in the bottom of the top of the fourth. So we're at 52 pitches, actually. Game changer's a little behind.
Would Coach bring him back in another game?
Well, he gets 7 innings.
Right, I know.
So
he's not going to pay too much attention to pitch count across the.
There's a beautiful curve. Held number 9 frozen completely. No balls, 2 strikes now. And foul back. So this is a 7-hole hitter for Diamond Club. So we're getting the bottom part of the order, batting 10 as well. There it is, strike 3!
Way to go, Teddy!
So 2 down.
Way to go, Teddy!
And so Teddy set up that curveball there with the fastball. He threw the fastball that was fouled away and then threw the curve. It looked like the fastball. The guy thought he was going to take it off the shoulder blade. Instead, it broke over the plate for strike 3. And there's a pop-up. And that is to Gianni. 56 pitches through 4. If I do the math, that's 14 pitches
per inning.
I will take it. Jackrabbits 3, Diamond Club 1. So still a very close game.
About 25 minutes to go.
Yep. No, 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
About 40 minutes.
Which at this pace is 2 full innings.
Yeah.
Which means that you'd burn Teddy probably if you keep him the whole way, which would be fine. I mean,
it wouldn't be bad. Get us to Jack for the second game. And,
yeah. It'd be
worry about the road when we get to him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think the Rogue looked by far the best team out here of the 6 teams yesterday.
They're a solid team. They don't make a lot of mistakes.
No, they only play 7.
7 if they're 10. And I think it's very rare that we've made it through 7 without the time limit.
We're moving fast, yeah. So it's an hour. No inning can start after hour 45, or we play 7 innings, like we did in the championship game the other night. So that game took almost 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I think the Cabo championship games are actually 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, but we're in the quarterfinals. This is a
quarterfinals. No, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's an hour 45. Gotcha. Right.
So my loving wife just asked, put one up on the tee for me, did Nebraska win? Yes, Nebraska men's baseball beat Penn State in the semifinal of the Big Ten tournament. They're in the final of the Big Ten tournament against UCLA. Now UCLA is probably already punched their ticket as an at-large team to the College World Series regionals. Nebraska, who's only 2 games above 500 on the season, has to win the Big Ten tournament in order to get themselves into the College World Series regionals. Otherwise, they go home. So it's a win and you keep playing. It's a lose and you go home for Nebraska. Not the same for UCLA. Jackson, first pitch is in his eyes. He fouls on one straight back. So that was the 77th pitch from number 27.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a good pitch, kid.
So Jackrabbits and Diamond Club in that situation of win and you keep playing, lose and you go home here in the state tournament. And there's a shot right past the first baseman, and Jack will get down to first safely. So the Jackrabbits with their first runner on, and nobody down. So we've seen this happen a lot, where we've had somebody get on, we have a time. Jack having a conversation down here with his first base coach. It looks like he forewent his kitchen mitt or his kitchen cooking glove. I don't know. Say as a professional editor, so if it's forewent, it's forewent.
I believe it.
It just sounds weird as heck. Oh, the ball hits the plate, and now Jack will easily take second. Wow, what a crazy hop.
That was weird.
Hey, do a job now.
So runner in scoring position for Aaron.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention to the moment. How did Jack get on board?
He had that single right past the first baseman. A hot shot, just an absolute hot shot. And Joe now on the on-deck circle. And a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Aaron needs to hit a ball to the right side over to the first or second baseman to move Jack over. Or obviously get a single. And the ball is way off. So
Jack on third, standing.
So
went off the.
Yeah, it came off the carpet and then off the glove and off the headgear and then up against the fence. It was quite the ricochet. So now Aaron just needs to get the ball past the pitcher. Anything past the pitcher will score Jack. And he's going to take that pitch high. Ball 4. Runners on the corners. It is the first members of the inning. And coach is going to pull his battery up on the mound, have a conversation with them.
You can have 2
per inning.
Per inning.
Correct.
So theoretically, you could visit the same pitcher twice every inning.
But, well, once you do the second one, you have to pull them out.
That's right.
Now in
once every inning.
Yeah, in collegiate and professional.
Hey, get your back. Maybe you're recording. Get your hands recording. Where are you going? Get your back. 13, 14, 15. To run.
And we're going to have a last-minute change here. Joe, who has much better wheels than Aaron, is going to sub in 13 for 15, and that will then force Emilio, who was been told he'd been subbed, to quickly put his helmet and his batting gloves on.
He's been subbed out.
Right. It looked like Joe was going to bat. Instead, Joe is going to now run, and he's got a nice big lead over there. I love it. And there's going to be a throw down to third. No back pick.
So that brings you runners to second and third. Nobody out.
And let's see if we've got Emilio with his head on the ball or Emilio without his head on the ball here in the box. He's going to take that one low. Second ball of the at-bat here. Right? Swing and a miss. That was a good swing.
I was just thinking the same thing.
1 ball, 2 strikes now. So I missed that first pitch, must have been a strike.
It was.
Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's what he shot down the left field line. And this is why you have Joe running, because he's in safely. Emilio out at second with an absolutely necessary double. And I got my answer. We got Emilio with his head on the ball. And a second 27 is going to get relieved of the ball. Yes. Emilio happily out at second, and we will have a pitching change. 27 comes off.
Must be the first baseman.
Yep. Number 13 will be in on the mound here, and we'll take a break here in the commentary booth while he warms up, and we'll be back with, is it Jack? No, it'd be Isai. Isai.
Top of the order.
Top of the order. We're going to have Isai, Jorge, and Teddy, and we'll have a runner out at second. All right.
Hey, bring it up, bring it up. This pitch. My grandma. My little sister, that's 3, can throw faster than that. My unborn child can throw faster than that. What is you doing? Hey, Jack. Oh, sorry. Got you, Joe. Alright, Joe's up to stay. Take first. He was a fairy.
Coach Paul, we'll have to resub it.
I can make that decision too.
And we're back now with Isai in. That first pitch, 62 and high. So a lefty. New look for the Jackrabbits to take a gander at today. And there's the low and outside strike he's been given all day. Not really given much of a high strike, but that low and away he is. So Isai has registered no official at-bats with 2 walks today, even though he's had 2 plate appearances. And there's a shot. And that'll be a nice, productive fielder's choice. A 4-3 put out at first with Emilio over at third now. You can't see him because coach isn't away. All right, Jorge now in with 1 down. He's going to take that one inside. This pitcher works pretty quickly, 13 ready to rock and roll as soon as he puts his foot on the rubber.
Got a little mini Randy Johnson thing going on out there.
I see it now. I see the mullet. And that one's just going to be too far outside for...
a big lefty.
Yep, big lefty. I was watching, of course, because the YouTube continues to give me baseball videos, the scariest pitchers of all time.
Gotta be Randy up there.
Randy was in there. And that ball's going to bounce into center field. And they'll have the run score and Jorge over at first. So Jackrabbits plate their 6th run of the game, the 3rd of the inning. Teddy will step in now with Gianni in the on-deck circle. Teddy with a double.
Double trouble, Teddy.
So Randy Johnson was high up there. Yeah. He was scary, but he wasn't purposely scary or spiteful.
No, he just threw 100 miles per hour.
Yes, and killed a seagull once.
Yes, he killed a seagull. Yes.
And with
he was with Seattle, right?
Yes,
well, I guess
it was in spring training. No, he finished his career in Arizona. Went down to Arizona.
That's where he won the World Series.
Yeah, and he well deserving.
Yes.
Let's go, Teddy!
So who else was on that list?
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah. Was Schilling on there?
Schilling was not. Bob Gibson was. I love this story about Bob Gibson. Old Timers game.
Yeah.
10 years after everybody's retired, some guy gets up and Bob Gibson drills him right in the ribs. Drills him.
Was he standing too close to the plate?
And he said, "Why'd you do it?" He goes, "Oh, well, he hit a home run off me last time we were over. Last time we faced each other." And they're like, "That was 17 years ago." He goes, "Yeah."
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's how they did it back then.
That's how they did it back then. Yeah. And Teddy with a scribble off the end of the bat. He's going to get.
Did he get by? Did he get by?
They tag him. He's out. And the runner does get to second, so fielder's choice there for Teddy, but you can see Jorge out at second. I don't know if I should zoom that one in a little bit. Oh, I can't zoom it in. Never mind. All right. Gianni now with the runner out at second, facing the lefty. And he absolutely crushes it. Darn it. Foul.
Yes. Pretty far foul.
I'm going to need to, it hooked foul there. So Gianni, I would say, is, he's clued in on this fastball here.
He is.
And there's another one.
Almost the same spot.
So if 13 has a second pitch, he needs to throw it right here.
Now would be the time.
Yeah. Even if it's a curveball that doesn't do anything, it just doesn't go over the plate. But Gianni is locked in. And there's the shot.
And he straightens it out. Oh,
and it falls out with left foot his glove.
Almost a tremendous catch.
Yeah, would have been great job, because if he lets that bounce, it's going to bounce way over his head. Exactly. So he keeps Gianni to a single, but Gianni we have the runner going. So Gianni is going to get the RBI there. Gianni with 3 RBIs on the day. And is this Chris? This is Chris. And there's a shot to the left side. Doing what they need to do. Yep. Gianni's just trying to play a little uncle there. A little chicken. Thank you, not uncle. Chicken. Now Jabril will be in. Sorry, Nani, Carol, and Poppy Rick in New York. I didn't even get a chance to say your grandson was up before you had a single out there at first. Jabril now with the chance to sit on the 62-mile-an-hour fastball. And he's going to foul that one off to the side. Almost a carbon copy of the Teddy's swing. So 7-1 now. Jackrabbit's getting a little bit of breathing room here. And there's a nice shot. And we're going to get the force at second.
Not before we put up 4?
We put up 4 that inning, yeah. Right. So 7-1 now as we're going to go to the top of the 5th. And the Jackrabbits, I assume Teddy will get the ball again. And I've got 10:21, so if we did start at 9. Oh, there.
Oh, the sailor hat?
She stole it from me. My colleagues gave me the captain's hat because I was captain of the ship as a Christmas present, and then I foolishly laid it down in the house, and now my daughter has informed me it's her hat. Yeah. Exactly. So.
Yeah, she does look good in it, though.
She does look great in it. And I have a few hats to my name, as Sarah will attest to, many of which have a lot of dust on them. So
And if she leaves it, you know which hat. You're like, oh, that's my daughter's hat.
Exactly.
That's the only kind of hat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Teddy will be back on the mound at 56 pitches on his arm. We have Joe at first. Remember, Joe got the sub and then came around to score for Aaron once Aaron got on. Chris, Jorge, and Gianni around the rest of the infield.
I would imagine hope to see Teddy just finish the game.
Yes, I would imagine he'd stay out there as well. Emilio in right, who's flashed the leather and had that crucial double. Jack in center and Mason still in left. It's funny, Teddy oohed and awed and gushed about the mound at the Metro State because it was so big and round and uniform, and these portable mounds have such a steep drop-off, especially off the back if you're thrown to second. And so let's see, it'll be interesting on the ride home tonight what he says about the mound and how it goes, because he steps. He didn't pitch yesterday, yeah. So, but his step isn't quite as long as he'd want it to be, I think, when he's on these mounds, because he doesn't want to slide off the front. So balls have been called in. The next pitch will be a throw down to second. I guess I just realized Jack's out of the doghouse. He's back in center now.
Yeah.
That was last. That was last inning, right? Yeah.
And then he hit,
So.
And to be frank, I kept taking the bat off his shoulder and hit the ball. He may have.
Well, you have to earn your way onto the field on this team now. Everybody's good enough. So. 00 steps in wearing 99's helmet. And he's going to pop that one straight up and behind the shed behind us. Hey, siblings, go get that. So first pitch strike now. Looks like Coach Steve is going to have to go get it. No one went to go get it. He swung. Yep. So 00 swings to get out of the way there. He's got to learn to bring his left shoulder back. Instead, he brought his right shoulder forward to get out of the way, and that, as such, brings the bat. Bat past the edge of the plate for strike 2. That ball's away. 65 on that one. Swing to the miss. 58. I think that was the curve. And 00 swung over the top of it for the first out of the inning. Big shout out to Garrett, by the way, who is not only running the scoreboard that you see across the top of your screen. He's a huge fan of him doing that, but also has the catchphrases that work. Garrett was borrowing one, smooth like butter, which we borrowed from another. Yeah. That was Darcy's original one, and it seems to, with 2 strikes, it seems to be the thing to get Teddy to get that 3rd strike. So. Oh, this is the new pitcher. Yeah, thank you. 13's now in with 2 balls and no strike count, and a hot pink bat. It says Soldier on it. Speaking of which, happy Memorial Day to everyone out there, especially those of you for whom this day is a little more somber than barbecue and baseball. We appreciate your family's commitment to our freedom and sacrifice. And there's strike 58 on the outside corner. For everybody else, if you know a vet, make sure you thank them today. If you know a family, a Gold Star family, make sure you give them a hug. And let's enjoy what we have here in this country. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And normally you would see Teddy throw the curveball here, but to the lefty, I don't know if you're going to get that because it's going to break in towards him. So let's see what he gets here. You could see the changeup. Instead, you see a 66-mile-an-hour pitch not anywhere near the zone, and Teddy gives up a walk. That might be his first walk of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, lots of speed here, please. Lots of speed hitting.
Yep, that's his first base on ball. And they declared the one run and earned run. That ball is high. Yep. That ball is high, so that high strike not happening at all today for either team. It's that low and away strike that shins over the outside corner that's been the zone that's questionable but been called. Oh, the ball goes off Esai's webbing, and with the pass ball, the runner will go down to second.
Yes.
But that gets rid of the double play. And Teddy hits him on the hip with that pitch, and now we'll put runners at first and second. Teddy creeping up quickly on 70 pitches. That was 68.
Let's go, 7!
So stamina has been an issue for Teddy. He's been good through 4 innings most of the season. We get into 5 and 6, he starts struggling. Swing and a miss, and the ball in the dirt. Nice stop from Esai. There's a 55-mile-an-hour changeup. So start number 4 off with a changeup. Now you come back with a fastball. Especially because he's way up in the box.
he is.
So he's adjusted now. Teddy can go 57 curve that doesn't curve in. Stays high and away. There's a nice 64-mile-an-hour fastball. So number 4 here, swinging a Louisville Slugger. It's the orange version of that nice teal version we've seen around. If anybody knows what the model is of that Louisville Slugger, I'm all ears. Teddy's pitch comes out of his hand super funky, and he's going to take that count to full, right? Or no, 2-2. 2-2. My bad. I think that was supposed to be the changeup. A foul ball down the right field line.
Let's go, Summit! You got this one!
That's arguably worse.
And there's a shot right to Jorge. And throw to first. They got him! Double play! Double play! Teddy with a giant smile on his face. Jackrabbits get out of that inning. What good quality baseball from the Jackrabbits to erase the threat from the Diamond Club. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Jackrabbits. Teddy at 74 pitches. But I'm gonna guess Coach is just gonna. I'm gonna guess Coach is just gonna let him finish. He only gets,
especially if we put a couple runs.
Yeah. Actually, it's a 5th. You know what? We're up 6. If we put up 2 more runs, it's over.
It is?
Oh.
Right? Because it'd be 8 after 5.
After 5.
So Jackrabbits need 2 runs here.
That's right.
And we're at an hour 30. So.
Yeah, 15 minutes is less likely than 2 runs.
Yeah, I would think so.
Either or.
Either or should work, and that would actually save a whole inning on Teddy's arm. So it's vital that Jack and the rest of it.
Theoretically, we have 2 innings left in Teddy today.
Correct. So he could start the final, maybe, or even. Well, you probably don't have him in the semifinal. That's too much. But we are going to have Jack, Aaron, and Joe, I think. But what a great play by Jorge there to flip the ball to Chris, who makes a fast turn, throws it over to, was it Joe at first? For the out. Man, I love good baseball. Papa, I'm glad we made it worthwhile to wake up so early. I just got a text. He's like, man, he's pitching great today. Love to see all his pitches working. Oh, I just got my calendar reminder to go to church. Whoops. I'll give it the office.
Okay, from now on, I'm going to ask your parents when you pitch, if they tell me you don't ice, you're not playing anymore. I'm not doing this. You have to take care of your bodies. I don't care if you think that you threw, I'm fine, I didn't throw that many pitches. I don't care. Ice every night. All of you should do, whether you pitched or not. If I hear you pitching and you don't ice, you're not playing anymore.
My arm's still funky. Bro, I went home.
Hey, be a leadoff, man.
Actually, no, I chatted with the hoes first, and then I went to bed.
All right, so Jackrabbits need to put some runs on the board and have a nice rally this inning, and we can get ourselves into the semifinals. The semifinals will be at
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Yeah, so basically today we get a break, 1 game break between each game. So it's a long day at the ballpark, probably an 8 to 8 if we're going to be state champs. I guess that's one way to earn it, is to grind it out. Foul ball right off Mason's left foot, in case you couldn't tell there. And a cold morning, it is definitely going to sting. He's going to walk it off a little bit. He's going down. Coach Hunter's having a good laugh with him. He's not happy. Coach Hunter's laughing, and Mason is pretty pained. Are you done? Hey, if you guys score 2 runs, it's over. Can you guys score 2 runs, please? So Teddy coming over to get the ice for his shoulder, and he is indicating he is done for the day. And Mason now ready to get back in the box, it looks like. Ooh, good classy move by the catcher. There's nothing that they did wrong there. He still gives him a fist bump. Respect, player to player respect though. Good job, number 11. He's going to pop that. Straight back, heads.
Oh.
And conveniently enough, Teddy will be able to retrieve that. So Mason now with 1 ball, 2 strikes, or 2 foul balls. Strike 3, there it is. So Mason's going to go down on strikes. Not the inning we needed, or not the start of the inning we needed.
No.
Jack will step in now.
Wait, is this a foul?
Jack is 1 for 1 today. He was stranded out there at third, I believe, in the 3rd inning. So because our schedule is so wonky today, you're definitely going to make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that old school notification bell. It's the one that looks like the firehouse bell, I think, is the way to describe it. And then you'll get a push notification every time we go live. This game and every game in the future. We have, I believe, 5 more tournaments, if I remember correct. So there'll be, that's roughly 20 more games plus whatever we can do today.
With the final one being the Jackrabbits.
Very exciting. Out in Bennett. And there's a nice shot. Oh, that took a crazy bounce over the glove of the second baseman. I really hate turf so much. That second baseman, if that's dirt, he gets that for sure. But as it is now, Jack is going to get a single. And it works for us, so we'll take it. I'd like to see baseball played the way baseball is supposed to be played. So Joe will be in.
Which is not on a
carpet. Exactly.
Carpet laid over concrete.
Yep.
Whatever.
Whatever's underneath here. So Emilio, Joe's up now. And there's a nice bunt. He's bunting.
Oh, that's a beautiful bunt.
Well, does get him. So nice spin and throw by 13. But importantly, on that sacrifice, we're going to get Jack out to second.
Hey, do a job, Emilio.
Let's go, Emilio!
But that also gives us 2 outs. So gives
that's true. That does give Diamond Club 2 outs.
They're just an out away from one more shot.
One more shot at, getting the bat in the hand. So Emilio's up. Emilio. Heads up! Where's Lydia now? Now she can get it. So Emilio with a first pitch foul away for strike 1. He had that crucial 2-run double earlier in the game. And the throw back to second is going to be a little high and not on time. Oh, she did it. The ball's going to be away. Nice frame by 11. Umps out there just like the rest of us. So, well, not outside. The outside pitch has been called, but mostly lower, not higher. The ump really likes a low strike zone here. And the ball slips out of the catcher's glove. Emilio's in safe, or Jack's in safely at third. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he's going to pop that one up into kind of no man's land. Oh, great catch by the second baseman.
So who will that bring out to the mound?
Jack's our usual closer, and Jack didn't pitch yesterday, so you could easily run Jack an inning today, and then 2 more in the semifinal and 2 more in the final if you needed to.
So Jack doesn't usually start.
Well, I mean, he could start. The question is, do you save him to start? But he has really turned
in really.
Yeah,
well.
He's turned into that. I mentioned it, the Al Wadowski, the Mad Hungarian. But he's trotting right past the mound.
Back to center field.
Yep. Emilio likewise to left. We know that we think it's unlikely that Isai will be pitching because we don't have a catcher. And we're wrong. This is why we're in the booth and coach is in the thing. Isai does not have the gear on. And instead, he is going to be pitching. He pitched a third of an inning yesterday. 3 pitches, 1 out. And
But you know, it was interesting. They put, normally.
Did Isaiah start?
Isaiah didn't start. But Isaiah didn't sub either because he came. I don't know. Jack came out of the lineup according to Game Changer.
Right.
And Isaiah went through batting order and 2 times out and left. So.
Well, it could be Chris.
And they're showing it as Jack subbing. Well, I only said Chris.
Well, I see.
Chris is putting the gear on.
Okay, because I don't see Chris out at second. I see Mason. Yeah, I think Isaiah was in officially. He registered. He batted.
But then Jack came back.
And then Jack came back in for him. So we'll have a little bit of a different look here defensively. In fact, quite all over the place. Let's go. Let's run this through. So Isai on the bump. Chris behind the plate. Jabril over at first now, with Mason at second, Jorge at short, Gianni at third. In right is Joe, so Joe goes from first to right. He gets rewarded for that sacrifice bunt. Center looks like Jack, and left will be Emilio.
Yeah, I would imagine Isai will start the next game.
That could be possible. You have Isai throw here, and then you have Isai start the next game. I could see that. Yeah, Isai was a pitcher when we were all at the Rapo Little League together and then got converted to a catcher because he's so dang good. But, he can definitely heave the ball up there. Yeah, he can definitely heave the ball up there. Low to mid-60s fastball. Then he's got a curve. It comes in at, mid-50s. The question is on the slippery, with the slippery ball and on a slippery turf, can Isai bust off the curve there. So 7-1 now for the Jackrabbits. They just need 3 outs and they will put this game away in the top of the 6th. See if they can do it. Number 11 in, the lefty. Isai's first pitch is away, ball 1. Immediately blows on his hand. Isai's pitching in what looks to be just regular sneakers.
Yeah.
Isai short arms that one, and it's outside, ball 2. And the next pitch is going to be inside, ball 3. Squeeze him, Chris, squeeze him.
Find it, kid.
And on 4 pitches, the batter will walk. Nothing that was all that competitive either. So Jackrabbits can afford to let Diamond Club swing. What they can't afford to do is put a bunch of free pitches or free runners on.
For the walk guys in.
Yeah.
Give them a rally going.
Oh! That's been a strike all day, but Isai hasn't thrown one yet, so I'm not giving it to him. 5 straight pitches, 5 straight balls. There's the strike. 59. Isai took a little off there. So number 28 here swinging the black and gold Vandal. It's a really classy looking bat. Looks very much like the Golden Knight colors. And that ball is hit. Foul ball. We got a little lucky. So a 318-foot strike. Why did 28 run down the first with his bat?
I don't know. Maybe he flipped it and he picked it up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or maybe he never dropped it till he saw it go.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was foul to begin with. So 2 strikes now, 1 ball.
Never a good move.
Yeah, you want to drop the bat. That's dangerous. That ball is
Good block from Chris.
Good stuff, Chris.
they're ready for ball 2. Foul tip caught by Chris. First out of the inning. And a huge sigh of relief was heard across the Jackrabbits fan base there. And number 7 will step in. This will change a little bit of the plan for who gets the throw down in case the runner at first goes. And there's a foul ball, bummer. I have like a nice chopper. We were going to give a nice out at first.
Yeah. Get him on the bag. He got it.
We should be at time now. It's 10:45.
Yep. But since the inning has started, we're going to finish it. Number 7 swinging the icon here. Nice ebony color. That ball's in the dirt and it's going to skip behind. And Chris is just going to have to put that in his pocket as the runner easily gets into second. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 down now. It was the composite icon that Jabril broke on Thursday.
Oh, really?
This is the 1 piece. That ball is going to go to the backstop as well. And the runner easily trots over to third. So Diamond Club's going to have a decision to make here. Eastside clearly having a hard time hitting the glove every time. Do you send the runner aggressively from third and try to score your run because you need all the runs you can get, or do you worry about making the second out at home?
Certainly thinking aggressive, right? Any opportunity.
That's what I think.
You send them.
I think that's what you got to go. You got to try to make the Jackrabbits make the play. So 3-1 now. And that ball is hit to the right side. Mason grabs it, and he's going to throw it in. Wow, that's a pretty shallow throw, shallow right field. So you would have had to have known you were going to go from the moment that ball went. It's a judgment call. You know, could Mason make that throw and make the third out of the game at home? You never really want to make the third out of the game at home. And that ball to the backstop, and the runner does not come.
It's such a short backstop, though.
It is.
And they also don't know that it's a non-catcher catcher.
That's true.
They might
That's
just
true.
think there was a couple of a couple of missed pass balls.
That's true. That's a good point. They don't know that Chris is not a regular catcher. So Eastside from the windup is a couple miles an hour faster, and that's why he's going to throw that. And that ball is absolutely corked over the head of Emilio. 1 bounce to the fence. That will score 1. And the bat double. Nice stroke from, what batter was that? 27, I think? The first pitcher. And so the run does score, making that 7-2 with 2 down. Jackrabbits just need 1 more out here to complete the game. But now another runner in scoring position for Diamond Club as number 9 is up. And that ball goes.
Oh, He should have him.
They got it in third, and that is ball game. Nice job, Chris. Great job by Chris. Good smother by Gianni, and that will end the game. The runner got totally robbed because we have a short backstop, and that ball went super hard off of the.
Right back into Chris's hand.
Yeah, and there's no way for him to know that. So with that, the Jackrabbits are able to win the quarterfinals 7-2 against DiamondClubRodriguez. We'll be back in roughly 2 hours. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. On behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, this is Mike.
And this is Mark.
Vamos, Libres. We will see you at roughly the 1 p.m. hour.